Good morning, everybody. We are starting our day off. This is Friday morning, June 28th, and we are on the road heading west. We spent the night after we flew in last night to Wichita, Kansas. And again, some of y'all might be saying, well, why did you fly into Wichita of all the places you could have flown into? It's a good starting point for the things we want to do for videos. We're going to be in a lot of different places this week. You're going to see a lot of varied scenery. You're going to see a lot of varied attractions. And right now, our only concern is the weather forecast for some of the events that we have planned. So we're praying about that if it does have to rain, it's not like an all-day event.
Because when you got pretty scenery, you want pretty weather.
Yeah, you do. So what this video is going to be is I'm just going to feature our drive west across the state of Kansas, starting at Wichita. I have always liked Kansas. The first time I ever came out here was when I want to say 12 years old. And the reason I did is my dad, who's from North Carolina originally, but they moved out to Canyon City, Colorado. Back when he was in high school, he actually graduated Canyon City High School, played baseball for them. So he brought me out here for my first time when I was 12 years old. And he called it the old route. It wasn't interstate. It was basically, starting from North Carolina, we obviously flew to Wichita, but starting from Wichita, it was Highway 54 west, then Highway 50 on into Canyon City. So that's what we're doing now. We came back, you and I came back when we were first married. Well, no, 1995, a couple years.
Pregnant with Dylan.
Yeah. We came back out here. We drove out a little bit different route, went to Tulsa, then came up into Wichita, and then started that way. So then we came out again in 2005 with my dad, his brother. You came out because, I don't know how much I want to share about that now, but we're going to be meeting some family this week. Shaughnessy has a half-brother that she didn't know about till 2005, correct?
Yep.
And that's an interesting story. I'm hoping we can maybe sit down and do another video on that. If not, we'll tell you the story. But I would like to get them together. We're going to be meeting up with them later on in the week. He was living in Littleton, Colorado at the time when y'all found each other. He has since moved, but his parents are there, so he's going to be visiting this week. So
perfect timing.
Yeah, one of the reasons we wanted to come back out here. So today, this video here, not getting off on all that, is just a drive across Kansas. Now, I love Kansas. Most people don't. I don't really know why I do, but to me, it's fascinating because it's flat. It's like pancake flat in some areas. Right here is still a few little. We're going to show you some areas today that you could put a leveler on it. The bubble will be right in the middle, which it's really not because it gradually ascends in elevation, but you can't see it.
And it's so windy.
It's very windy here. I'm hoping I see a tornado. I've always wanted to see a funnel cloud. I don't want anybody hurt.
Just like in an open field.
In an open field, which there are.
Spin,
yeah.
Go back away.
Well, stay down for a few minutes, but yeah, there's plenty of open fields out here in farmland. So we were close to one when we came out in 95. There were tornado warnings, but it was so dark and black, we couldn't have seen it till it was right up on us.
It was kind of scary driving.
It was very scary. We're going to feature some scenery across Kansas today. Just different spots, not the whole ride. We got about 2.5 hours to our next destination for the night. And it gets flatter and flatter the further west you go. So we're going to just show you some scenes across the farmland of Kansas. This is the geographical center of the United States. Kansas is a beautiful state. A lot of prairies. I really like it. Haven't been since 2006 when we came out here last time, so it's been 18 years. Glad to be back.
Me too.
So this is just the first leg of our trip. After that, there's going to be a lot of varied things this week, so stay tuned. Alright, the further west we go out of Wichita, fewer and fewer trees. There are still some, but it kind of, I won't say desert, but it kind of gets into this grassland and prairie once we go further west, but I'm just really enjoying our drive this morning. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
54. And one thing about Kansas that we've noticed is since it's such an open prairie, there's no real hills or anything, it's very windy.
It is, yes.
The wind is really blowing today. Not hard, but it's a
Steady.
good steady breeze.
Yeah.
But a lot of little towns on this route, so this is Kingman. Just kind of blink and you're through it. We're now entering the town of Pratt, Kansas. This is just kind of, I don't know, maybe the midway point across the state. I used to have a little slogan first time I come out here, because I noticed right after you leave Pratt, that's when Kansas really starts just getting flat as a pancake. So I remember thinking Pratt is flat. Yeah. It rhymes.
It
that
does.
digs. Are y'all ready? That McDonald's on the left is where we ate lunch. Isn't that wonderful? You remember that?
I do.
I remember that.
Because there was like a farmer.
There was. That's what I was going to say. That Kansas farmer was coming out. He and I were out there talking for a minute. I remember telling him I appreciate his hard work and that people like him were the backbone of America. So this is the town of Pratt. And, well, not a lot to it, but it's got about everything you need, I guess.
Bomb cars. What you need when you need it.
I don't know what it looks like. Almost like a tractor supply.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Looks like a farm supply store.
Yeah, I saw fences. And
yeah,
farm
cattle
equipment.
panels and things like that. What was it called again? Bomb
guards.
Bomb guard. I've never heard of that.
I hadn't either.
And Dillon's up here on the right. That's a supermarket chain that's out here.
We passed a distribution center when we were leaving Wichita.
And that's how he spells it,
Yeah.
too.
Because when I saw the distribution thing, I was wondering if it was that Dillon's Candy. You know, because it spells it
Yeah.
like his name, too.
I wonder if they... Well, you don't remember. I'll show you a few things later on. This is just a little miscellaneous prairie states. Because you can...
Yeah, because you can see so far.
You can see so far.
And you don't have all the curves and hills.
Yeah, that area. Yeah, this isn't one of the bigger ones we've seen. We are now entering Collison. Anyway, just a lot of beautiful prairies and farm. The grass right there. It's been windy all day, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
So we're getting ready to come into Greensburg, Kansas here on a little attraction that I remember going to with my dad as a child. And you and I went. So I just wanted to get a good shot of that grain elevator here in Greensburg, Kansas. It's a pretty massive outfit there. It's where they stockpile and store grain. It's hard to imagine how much it would take to fill that up.
Oh, I know.
So glad this is still here. I remember this from 2006. We were just talking about this about 5 miles back, wondering if it was still out here, wasn't we?
Yeah, we were. And
Not just 5 minutes. We couldn't remember exactly where it was. All up through there. so glad this was still here. I didn't remember it being this close to Dodge City. Look at that stop sign thing there. Alright, so we just left Greensburg. Hope you enjoyed our other review of the old well, or I'm sorry, the big well. I keep wanting to call it the old well. The big well in Greensburg, Kansas. Hope y'all enjoyed that. We thought that would make a really nice little video. We had been there before many years ago and wanted to do a video there. The new museum was outstanding.
It was very nice.
Yeah,
a lot of
more
information.
to it, which a lot's happened since then. Obviously, they hadn't had the tornado yet when we were there last time. But a lot of information on that. So, yes, through Kansas. That's not the end of the world. Well, good afternoon. We're coming to you from about 9 miles west of Dodge City, Kansas, and we're going to take you to see the Santa Fe Trail wagon ruts. Now, what the Santa Fe Trail was before there were paved highways, this was a major, what they called highway or trade route across the plains from Missouri to Santa Fe, New Mexico. It passed right here through Dodge City, and even today at certain times of the year, I don't know if it's going to be this time of year, you can actually still see where the wagons made their ruts in the ground. So this is 9 miles west of Dodge City, so we're going to go check out the Santa Fe tracks, so go with us. And of course, Kansas is known as the sunflower state. Now these are pretty small sunflowers, but they're actually the first ones we've seen. What she's wearing. We actually have somebody here who loves sunflowers.
I do love sunflowers.
She's a fan of sunflowers. So when I told her I saw some sunflowers, she's like, oh, where? Those are pretty small ones.
Yeah, I think they're probably just wild, growing wild.
So a little bit of trivia. Kansas is the sunflower state. The highest point in Kansas is called Mount Sunflower. And it's not really a mountain. It sits at 4,039 feet in elevation above sea level. So let's walk up here and see these wagon tracks. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so the trail starts up this little sidewalk here, and I don't think it's a long walk. I'll let you know about how long it takes us when we get up there. Now, my understanding is these little bridges are actually built over where you should be able to see the ruts where the wagons came through. As much as it's grown up here in June, I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe a little bit right there. I don't know how good the camera's going to pick up on that. Would you say that's actually maybe some of the tracks right there?
I think it is supposed to be, like if this was cut back a little bit more.
Yeah,
you would
I'm thinking
see
maybe like in the fall or winter, you might see it a lot better. But this was the major trade route from Missouri to Santa Fe, New Mexico. And wagon trains cross this area and carrying whatever.
Supplies.
Yeah. Just trying to think if I see any right here. I really don't. I will say it's very scenic up here. We're kind of on a little elevated hill, and just looking out over that prairie. Look how flat that is out through there. Thing, they're scared Chauncey to death. I wish y'all could have heard that if I'd had the camera on. I think we scared it too.
Yeah, when I was still, and then all of a sudden it started moving.
I'm not going to hurt you. I'm hearing some clicking, and I don't know what that's coming from. Is that a bug of some sort? I'm hearing a lot of different directions. There's something that's just making a clicking sound.
Probably a bug.
I don't know if y'all can hear that. Probably not, since I got the microphones. I'm going to show you the plaque here, and please ignore the fact that it looks like it's a popular spot for the birds.
Bird hangout.
Yeah. So this is what it's telling you to look for. It says look for long, wide depressions, different vegetation, and water courses running at odd angles at those places where bridges in the path span ruts. They're easiest to see when the sun is low. Well, the sun is definitely not low.
No, it's high.
Yeah.
High and hot.
Yep, it is. It's very hot. I would say it's upper 90s, maybe 100 degrees. So I will say the good part about this, I thought we would be walking through the grass, but they have a really nice sidewalk here that takes you right up to it, and I think this is the conclusion of it right here. But the view up here is beautiful. Okay, so here, this tells you just a little bit about it. Here it seems the wind always blows, that's the truth. Nothing like recording and having a gnat fly into your ear. I have an LCD screen. I absolutely cannot see what I'm getting, so I do apologize, but I think I am seeing the buffalo on it there. Or bison, I'm sorry, bison. That plaque's not going to be much good to anybody, so that one needs replacing. So I'm sure whatever it said was interesting. So let's move over here. Oh, we got a little compass here, or well, shows you what direction you're looking. So I am facing due north. So what do you think about Kansas?
I like Kansas. I like the farmland of it.
Yeah. So I don't know about you, but I'm really enjoying the view out here on this Kansas prairie. But how many of you would like to see it from the air? That's a good idea.
So we've got a little calf here kind of wandering kind of close by to where we're standing.
And the herd's way back over there to the left.
Herd, yeah, I'm gonna go way over there. I don't know how it got separated so far. I kind of want to go check on it.
All right, folks, it is time for us, as the saying goes, to get out of Dodge. So we just left Dodge City. We are headed west on Highway 50. We hope you have enjoyed the video to this point. I know it's just a drive. To us, it's a scenic drive. I know a lot of people look at Kansas, and when you think of scenery, Kansas is not usually what pops into mind, but I love as I've said a few times, the wheat fields. I like that. I love mountains. It's nice to see a variation. So this video will conclude when we arrive our next state, Colorado. So this video will conclude at the Colorado state line. There will be many more videos to come this week. Some from Colorado, some from other places. So we're looking forward to bringing you what we think are going to be some great videos. The weather's the only thing that's a little bit concerning right now, is the forecast for showers at one of the locations we're going to be at. So
I hadn't checked. I've been praying about it, but I hadn't checked.
We're trying to check daily and plan accordingly. But some of the attractions out here that we're going to be taking you to, they require you to reserve a time slot. And I don't know how flexible they're going to be if we need to change it because of the weather, because they can't obviously do anything about the weather. But anyway, we're heading west now, so we'll continue on this drive of western Kansas. We're going to be going through the towns of Syracuse and then finally Coolidge, Kansas, which is the last town in Kansas. There was a very famous movie that supposedly took place there. Actually, the house was in eastern Colorado, but it was supposed to be part of it was set in Coolidge, Kansas. Last town in Kansas before we enter Colorado. So we're going to be going right through there, so go with it. I got to be honest with you, folks. I'm looking out there and I'm seeing these rain showers, and I'm honestly just so hoping I see a funnel cloud. Don't want anybody hurt, don't want anybody's property damaged, but there's a lot of open prairie out there. I have always wanted to see a funnel cloud, and Kansas is one of the best places to do it. Just nothing yet. So there's an Amtrak train. Way back everywhere.
Well, we passed it down up on top of the hill too. There was some like right in front of us.
Probably. There's Ingalls Feed Yard. There's more.
Wow.
Look at all that. Oh wow, look at all
Oh
those.
wow.
No, go ahead and look. Go ahead and look. Thousands.
Wow.
Okay, it looks like we've been dodging the numerous rainstorms all around us. It looks like we're gonna hit one coming up here. You think with all those different showers, one of them could produce a tornado. Okay, folks, this video is about to come to an end. We are entering Coolidge, Kansas, which is the last town in the state of Kansas. So we will momentarily be approaching the Colorado state line. And not going to stop here, but there's a little painting on the side of a building after a certain movie that some of you may be familiar with. I'm just going to drive by and let you see it. It's on the side of an antique shop up here. Try to slow down. Right here, I see it now. You see it?
Yeah.
All right, so a couple more miles and we're going to be in Colorado, so stay tuned. Well, folks, welcome to Colorado. That does conclude this video. This is still just the beginning of what you're going to see this week, but we are entering colorful Colorado here on Highway 50. How do you feel about being in Colorado?
I'm excited.
All right, so hopefully a good week of videos coming up. So once again, welcome to Colorado. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let us know it by liking and subscribing.
And follow us on Facebook.
And have a wonderful day.